Recently, the NFL has been the stage for intense news activity. In the past 48 hours, reports have surfaced about a standout player, the Patriots team, a renowned quarterback, and the Giants. Additionally, there have been news about a significant prospect who could considerably impact the Dallas Cowboys, and therefore, I will provide an analysis before moving forward. At the moment, we are ahead in the subscriber race against the Commanders, with a lead of nearly 100. After a period of being behind, we have regained some ground, and I am grateful to everyone for that. If you're looking for more free content about the Cowboys, feel free to subscribe. Let's start by discussing a player who was recently signed by the Giants for 1 year, with the expectation that he will become the team's starter. Currently, the Giants have several quarterbacks who could be considered to lead the team, meaning they may not necessarily need to draft a quarterback with the third pick. The decision to select a quarterback would not be driven by desperation, but rather as a strategic choice. If they don't go with one of the more talked-about quarterbacks, it's likely that other prominent options would be chosen, especially considering the Giants' plans for this position. If a suitable quarterback is available with the third pick and there's a chance for a trade, they won't hesitate to secure the franchise's future, provided it is the right quarterback. I'm not sure if this quarterback fits among the mentioned options, but if the team shows interest and he's available, they wouldn't hesitate to select him to secure the team's future. However, it seems that one of the quarterbacks may not be available unless a trade occurs, which, for now, doesn't appear to be a viable option. So, if this player isn't available and another option arises, what will their choice be? There are no guarantees that this other option will actually come to fruition. Looking at the long-term future of the team, it doesn't appear that a particular player is in their plans unless there is a significant change in circumstances, which at this point seems unlikely. Therefore, in the absence of that player, what will their options be if another is within reach? It's also not guaranteed that this other option will be available, as the situation remains somewhat uncertain, and we will delve into this further soon. However, the Giants have two quarterbacks they believe have the potential to start if necessary. For the Cowboys, the arrival of this new quarterback is even more relevant because, theoretically, the Cowboys would face him twice as a starter. Does his presence on the Giants roster raise similar concerns as a well-known quarterback might? Feel free to share your thoughts in an appropriate space where you can express your viewpoint on your concerns. While we await the decision of a renowned quarterback, who seems to be between two choices, this situation doesn't significantly impact the Cowboys. According to some sources, it seems that a team might opt to select a specific player with the second overall pick rather than a quarterback. This player is currently seen as the favorite for that spot, but opinions may change as circumstances evolve. However, it is likely that he will go to that team. Now, regarding the Cowboys, there is expectation surrounding relevant quarterbacks, and in an unexpected scenario, another player could also emerge as a possibility among the top picks. This would benefit the Cowboys, allowing other talents to fall into their hands, thus meeting their actual needs. If one of the more talked-about quarterbacks isn't chosen in the early picks, or if he is selected before the third pick, it's reasonable to imagine that another talented player could be the third pick, especially if the decision is between two athletes. If one of them isn't chosen, this would directly impact another team, a connection we will explore further, as it's intriguing to observe whether all these events are interconnected and how they are perceived by the team and the NFL given the unfolding scenario. Sanders is a logical choice, as he would have a direct effect on the Patriots, a topic we will delve into. I keep reflecting on whether the schedule of all this is intertwined, especially regarding how this team functions and how the NFL perceives how situations will unfold. Let's address the Patriots, who are influencing both free agency and the draft with the arrival of a new player. It's important to note that today's discussion is supported by a sports-focused platform, where you can place bets, allowing you to wager on at least two players with the possibility of winning up to 1,000 times the wager amount. You can follow their games throughout the season. Currently, there are college basketball games available and baseball options are high. Even though the long season is almost over, there will still be plenty of games played in the sport, offering multiple opportunities. Returning to the main focus, the Patriots have signed a 3-year contract worth $69 million with $26 million guaranteed, a sum higher than expected for what he could have earned in the market. This player was the top available receiver, which essentially removes the Patriots from the race for wide receivers, setting a limit for the values they can offer. I don't believe this sets a floor, as I see a significant difference between the contracts of various players. Some options for top free agents are becoming more restricted, like a player who could easily join another team and reunite with a former coach. Soon, we may be getting closer to the salary cap or the range related to the situation, but this starts to limit some possibilities for top free agents. A player could very well be in addition to a team, possibly reuniting with a former coach. There's a growing consideration to wait until after the draft to make signings. One player remains a free agent, and others wouldn't affect the team formation. Furthermore, there's another player available looking for an opportunity to sign. If you're interested in acquiring a receiver, there are still open options. However, it's not just limited to these three athletes. Therefore, consider your alternatives, a specific player, another looking for new chances, or you could choose to select someone in the draft. The Patriots' decision to sign this new player could influence the draft pick positions of other teams. It's worth noting that signing a player suggests that they might not opt for a specific player with their first pick. I never imagined they would go down this route. I thought they would explore other options. The inclusion of this player seems to bring stability, possibly offering clarity about the team's trajectory. If other players are available, the team may or may not choose them, but it's likely they'll make that decision, as it would be logical. You secure a significant impact and acquire a notable player, which is a simple decision. On the other hand, if both are off the table, this could shift the focus to other potential picks. They signed a player for the right tackle position, which makes it easier to include an athlete on the left side. He has the attitude the team values, although the arm length has been inconsistent, which is peculiar, but he has a short wingspan, which could raise concerns for some teams. This team might consider it acceptable in the end. This leaves four main possibilities that I consider. A team that may opt for a specific player, another that may choose an athlete or an offensive lineman, and a third that I believe would lean toward a defensive choice. This aspect presents itself as a relevant concern for the teams. The Patriots may, in the end, feel secure regarding this situation. This brings up four main threats related to T-Mac. The Raiders, who hold the 6th pick, may decide on Ashton Jenney. The Jets, at the 7th position, could opt for Tyler Warren or reinforce their offensive line. Close behind are the Panthers, at the 8th pick, who need to improve their defense and may find interesting talents. As for the Saints, who have a 9th pick, they are somewhat of a mystery, but picks 6 and 9 emerge as the main threats. What are the chances of T-Mac being chosen by the Cowboys in the first round? Your opinion is welcome in the comments section of today's video. In an update on the Cowboys, Texas safety Andrew Makuba has indicated he is arranging a visit with the Dallas team. This player, who transferred from Clemson, had an outstanding season with the Longhorns, and the fact that he's from Zimbabwe is intriguing. I assess him as a late second-round player. Although he doesn't fit the typical safety profile, weighing 186 pounds, which is relatively light for the position, he allowed only 10 receptions this season, broke up 12 passes, and intercepted 5, an unusual performance for safety. Clemson used him in more versatile roles like nickel and strong safety, while Texas placed him as a deep safety, where he had his best performance. He didn't participate in all the combine drills, but posted a good time of 4.45, which reminded me a bit of Julian Blackmon, who worked with Bad Eberle in Indianapolis. I believe a third-round pick would be necessary if he's available, as it wouldn't justify spending a pick in the 44 range on him. I have great appreciation for the performance of safeties, and I'm curious about the Cowboys organizing this visit, but I'm not sure if they consider it wise to use a pick among the top 100 for a safety, although I see potential in him. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. Picture this. The Dallas Cowboys, one of the most storied franchises in the NFL, making a game-changing move to strengthen their defense with none other than Patrick Surtain II. As rumors swirl about the cornerback's potential arrival in Dallas, Fans are eagerly speculating about the impact this could have on a defense already brimming with talent. Could the Cowboys be on the verge of landing one of the NFL's brightest young stars? Or is this just another piece of off-season speculation? Let's dive into the details. Surtain, who has been a standout player for the Denver Broncos since his rookie year, is coming off a 2024 season that saw him dominate on the field. With 45 combined tackles, 11 pass deflections, and an impressive 4 interceptions, Surtain was named the AP NFL Defensive Player of the Year. His performance in 2024 cemented his status as one of the league's top cornerbacks, and it's clear why teams like the Cowboys might be interested. His ability to shut down wide receivers, make game-changing plays, and hold his own in the most intense moments of the game is exactly what the Cowboys' defense needs. However, the road to acquiring Surtain wouldn't be an easy one for Dallas. The Broncos recently extended Surtain's contract, making him the highest-paid defensive back in NFL history. With a 4-year, $96 million deal that includes a whopping $77.5 million guaranteed, Surtain is locked in for the long term in Denver. Still, the allure of a potential trade, coupled with Dallas's deep pockets and ambition to win now, could lead to a deal that would bring the cornerback to the Lone Star State. For the Cowboys, the addition of Surtain would not only bolster their secondary, but also provide the team with a true playmaker who can change the course of a game. Pairing him with their already talented defense would elevate their chances of going deeper in the playoffs and perhaps making a Super Bowl run. It's not every day that a player of Surtain's caliber becomes available, and if the Cowboys are serious about contending for a championship, this could be the move that puts them over the top. In the end, whether or not the Dallas Cowboys land Patrick Surtain too remains to be seen. But one thing is certain. The very thought of this deal has sparked excitement among fans and analysts alike. As the offseason rolls on, the anticipation continues to build. Will the Cowboys pull the trigger and make Surtain a centerpiece of their defense? Or will this remain nothing more than a tantalizing rumor? Only time will tell. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.